Hey fam, what's going on? What are you guys doing? Let me cut this down before I go to YouTube jail. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. Ain't nobody here, but however, I don't want to go in no more YouTube jail. So what we doing, my peoples? I have been meditating and listening to my little easy the YouTube, just the visuals on there just got me caught up in a smooth move. But today I'm bringing the energy for the day. Let's see what's going on with the energy. And I am going to, guess I'll do some earth magic here. I hope all is well from the last time that I spoke with those certain people that came on live with me and everybody else who didn't. Divine Spirit, thank you so much for being here. Bring me a comforting message to give to the masses. The energy of the day around the world. What's going on? And what are the messages you have to help us deal with what's going on collectively, individually? Yeah, I've been doing some soul searching. Okay. Yeah, I've been doing some soul searching. When I do the readings on myself, I'm getting messages of letting go of your fears. And I've been trying to think because there's nothing that bothers me from childhood. So, other than I always like to look uh, presentable, and it's the comfort that I like for myself. So that's the only thing I can think of. The spirit is telling me it's like, you know what? No matter what your hair look like, you ain't got no makeup and all this. It's almost like, just strip yourself bare. Movement. And by this being a message for the world and the energy of the masses, we're moving in a direction that it's not clear. So it's understandable that there may be a lot of anxiety going on, a lot of unrestful like energy. And even though the way may not be clear, I'm hearing that spirit is saying, live in the moment and flow with the movement of spirit. Since we have time, I'm going to read what this movement message is for us all, because I know for sure I have just been moving in the flow of energy, and I've just been keeping it peaceful and positive. That's what I have been doing. And doing some soul searching and, trying to figure out what spirit is trying to tell me. So, in layman's terms, I done got somewhere and sat my ass down. For real. So, with the river, with the movement in the river, the softened light from the sun falls upon this meandering river. The sparkles reflecting the gentle movement taking place in the river's body. She moves easily along the curves and the rocks, sometimes gently as portrayed in this card, and sometimes quick, rapidly, and intensely. Still, the river's movement will always, eventually, land here in the bosom of great grandmother ocean. Some of her water will evaporate along the way to feed the waters of the sky, just as it takes place in any other bodies of water, and bless the land and the seas with replenishment in a perfectly natural cycle that helps the planet sustain itself. Water is our lifeblood, a nutrient more essential than food. The flow of water throughout our own body serves as a metaphor for how life itself flows through us and expresses as us. And the message within this river of movement says fighting or blocking the flow of your life force can lead you to feeling spiritually void and disconnected from source. Just like the metaphor of the river, it does not work to force or fight this compelling movement. When you simply pay attention and observe the flow, it becomes easier to navigate your experiences and see what lies ahead, or at least get a sense of what is to come by the ever changing geography that unfolds as you cruise along. And I'm truly feeling that energy because it does not work to force or fight this compelling movement. When you simply pay attention and observe the flow of how things are flowing, it becomes easier to navigate. And tapping into that spirit will give you the insight and the calm and the peacefulness that's needed. Because if you think about it, getting upset, worrying, what does that fix? What does that fix? Worry, fear, and stress is not needed at this time. It's truly not. This is a time for us to be there for each other. Because when things get out of control, all you have is each other. And as I spoke before, with the energy of spirit and the sun, that's just a small blessing. I mean, we look at it as a small blessing, but it's really a huge blessing. to have the energy of the sun. Even when things in our lives seem cloudy, just embracing the sun has a way of opening up a certain amount of energy within. And also thinking about the energy that the sun brings and that the universe brings. It's a spiritual connection going on. If you decide to tap into it and just flow with it, there's a certain amount of clarity and understanding that comes with that. Let's see what's going on. So in the fog, the veiled fog is simply a low cloud, a blanket of water crystals that hasn't gained the density of raindrops. The thicker it is, the more it shrouds us in its damp and billowy arms. It can be so thick that it makes it nearly impossible to see directly in front of us. During those times, silence makes its own sound as we pause and allow ourselves to be enveloped in this shroud of impenetrable density. We may even feel as if we can do nothing but be still and wait what is to be revealed. Yet, even within the thickest fog, we can be assured that it will eventually burn off as the sun rays infiltrate the veil. Once they do so, we can anticipate how the light and the warmth will bring us welcome relief from the cold. As the sun continues to disperse the fog, our surroundings become illuminated and we have the opportunity to continue onward. You are enmeshed in confusion and uncertainty and are unsure if it will ever clear up. This is not the best time to make decisions, particularly any major ones. Know that this foggy veil will eventually dissolve. Although there may be ways you are unconsciously contributing to this state, the greater truth is that this is simply a cycle you are moving through, and like all things, this too shall pass. Wow, these are really. Oh, and I'm live, and I forgot to cut the phone off. Yesterday, I cut the phone off all day. All day. Auntie, let me call you back. I'm recording. Okay. My apologies, fam. Uh-oh. Let me make sure ain't nothing wrong with the kids. My apologies. My apologies. I'm sorry, fam. People are asking, do I need food? Let me answer these right quick. All right. Can't cut it off just yet. But yesterday I cut it off all day. I just didn't feel like things going off, and I just didn't feel like I felt like cheating on my damn cell phone. And I did. I had a one night stand with YouTube. From a cell phone? Yeah, sure did. Yeah. Did I finish reading this? Okay. All right. And this too shall pass. So, the energy message that I have for today within this river of movement and the veiled fog, just allow yourself to feel confused. In fact, decide to be confused. No matter what happens, you make right now to make things, hold on, no matter what attempts you make right now to make things happen or move in a specific direction out of impatience or frustration, you risk only creating more confusion and uncertainty. So be still and patient. Wait for the first glimmer of awareness to lift the veil so that you can see the choices before you more clearly and can then choose to align yourself with the will of spirit. So, as I stated before, I even, dove into the book. I mean, worrying and being stressed out, going through that movement, but just know when to let it go. Because when things are out of your control, you got to let them flow. And there's no sense in disrupting and bringing dis-ease to your temple. Just ain't no need for it. Okay. And that's why I've been meditating more now than ever. And I'm like morning, daily, nightly, every now and then I'll find something on TV, but then there's certain things that my spirit just don't want to see. And I just don't want to see it, you know? So that's where I am with this. And just letting it unfold as it should in its own way. And just keeping up a very positive energy within myself and with the people that I come in contact with, even you, beloved. So I'm going to be bringing these messages of the energy of today, being that I can draw on the energy and how people feeling and let spirit bring the messages that will bring a certain amount of peace and balance to us. Okay? Yep. I dance and celebrate every time I pull this deck out, it comes up. Okay? And I know sometimes, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you are like, this is not the time to be dancing and celebrating. And then some people are dancing and celebrating. But this energy I'm feeling, I'm feeling celebrate the ancestors that you have who have passed on. Celebrate the time that you spent with them, the time that you took with them, and the time that you just sat and listened to their journeys. Okay? Because one thing about it, the elders had a certain amount of wisdom, and a lot of times, just like now, the young folks, they on something else. They on something else. Okay? But my age might be like the last of the truly old school, and it's only like maybe like one generation ahead of me before I'm considered like the last generation of elders living. Okay? And I've always loved being around the elders. I've had some people that have passed in my life, that were 30 and 40 years older than me, but they was my ride or dies. Yes, they were. They was as my word is, my society. They was my mama, my sister, my auntie, my friend, my buddy, they were everything to me. And when they passed away, everybody's like, you acting like you went to school with them. Did you really think that uh, you were going to outlive them? And I'm like, well, I never thought about it like that because their spirit was so young. And I'm telling you, I can go and hang out uh, with Mama Lily. Me and her to hang at the bars and everything. She was in her 60s and 70s. I'm in my 40s. Okay. So, but I love the old stories. I love the wisdom of how they survived back in the day. Surviving with 6 kids off of $50, making it happen. The energy and the wisdom and the strength that our ancestors had or the people before us, that's the type of strength we need right through here now. And then back then, they also helped each other. Because when it's all said and done, you want a certain vibration that only people on your same vibration will really care and help. So we need to come together and help each other. Okay? Yeah, we do. Because that's the best way to make it through this. Okay? All right, let's see what Dance have to say. And I am going to do individual signs. And I know you want to hear about, your love life and things like that. But I'm getting ready to go through the signs. And this time, it's all about you. It's all about you. Okay? What Spirit has for you. And I hope people look at it. All right? Even though, it's not about love and, you know, what's going on in my relationship. But I'm going to start these readings where it's going to be all about you. Okay. So within that celebration of dance, this woman is dancing an ancient story, one that has been handed down for centuries. She's acting out of this story through her movement. Oh, okay. All right, Spirit, I see you making the connection. All right. I hope you can see that without the glare. All right. She's acting out this story through her movement, choreographed by the collaboration of tradition, ritual, and her own spirit. The dance itself sometimes becomes the story. Although unheard and unseen in this image, there are others who are singing and clapping to accompany this dancer. It's a communal celebration focused around a story that has been handed down for many, many generations. And even with these cards, I'm feeling the energy that our loved ones that have passed on, and if in fact you believe in some past lives of those who have passed your journey, they're looking down on us and sending a message of celebrate the ones that celebrate you. Okay. So within those ancestors, for thousands of years, our ancestors, no matter our lineage, celebrated with ritualized storytelling that included singing and dancing. As in this image, dancers' movement brings the tale to kinesthetic life. The participation of community in this heartfelt enactment helps secure the bond of the people and connects them to their spiritual ancestral roots. When we celebrate anything in this way, it always touches a deep sense of love, gratitude, and appreciation. The sacredness of any celebration is dependent upon the quality of spirit that is present. The quality of spirit is greater to the degree that you are fully present with minimal inhibited inhibitions about expressing your joy and happiness through physical movement. Focus on what you want to celebrate. Put on some music and dance. I was just thinking that'd be a good way to do some exercising. Whether slow or fast, sing a song while you do so. Make one up about what you most have to celebrate. God's wishes for everyone to enjoy their time on earth, no matter how long it's going to last. And part of that, which is to celebrate your capacity to be joyous and express it through your body, whether in private with a small group of friends or a large communal. Well, we're not going to do the communal large gathering right through here now. Let music, song, and dance be a part of your sacred ceremony, regardless of what you are celebrating. For truly, any celebration is sacred, right through here now. Okay. So I'll save another deck because I went into depth on these three cards for 26 minutes. And my beloved, I hope in fact you take this food for thought, okay? Because I'm passing out dinners. Yeah, that's what this is. This is some food for thought. All right. So you can take a bite if you want to. And if it's not your flavor, leave it for somebody else. All right. Until next time, beloveds, stay peaceful and positive no matter what's going on. All right. And I'm going to help you do it. I'm going to do my part, because Spirit told me you behind on your daily energy messages. And I'm like, okay. All right. So this is what's going on in my neck of the woods for now. And I'm going to get busy on the message that's all about you. Okay? Because during this time, it is a time of reflection, rebirth, transformation of a new you in a new world. All right? So until next time, beloved, be well.